being recorded.
Okay.
All right, Tom, thanks for stopping by the virtual show here.
Oh, well, thank you for having
This
me.
is going to be Tom Murphy, and my name is Ross Schwarzenegger, and we're going to relive some memories about Salem.
Memory time.
And so we have a few little clips to show about things that have happened in the past. And this time period, I think we're focusing on the aughts, right? Some early 2000s.
2005?
Yeah, 2005. Oh, right smack in the middle.
Yeah.
So it should be interesting. Uh, Go ahead and introduce yourself, Tom, and tell us what you're doing and
Oh, okay.
some things about you.
Well, I'm Tom, and I do some filmmaking and some marketing stuff and some graphic design. And I I enjoy playing music and listening to music and all that kind of stuff. And yeah. But anyways, like Salem, Oregon, 2005. I was 18 years old, and I graduated high school then, almost exactly 16 years ago, which is a sign that I'm getting old, slightly, not too much, but a little bit, and that's okay. I'm only 34, so I can't complain. But yeah, that's that's the setting and the place, and
So now you were making movies back then too, right?
oh yeah, no, I first got into it in 2002 in high school when West Salem High School opened up. I was a sophomore, so I went my freshman year to North, like in 2001. Uh, but yeah, like when I jumped into video productions, and next thing you know, I have a camera in my hand, and I thought it was awesome. I could blend all my interests into one, and go make some stuff. Go get some people to do their thing and have them in front of the lens and see what happens. And so I've been doing that ever since. I fell in love with it, and I've made lots of little short films. I've even pulled off a feature length in the last decade. Just wrapped it up about a year ago, and yeah, and yeah, made me get into photography and all that kind of stuff. And so
So
yeah,
yeah,
Oh, hi, Ian.
in
oh yeah,
2005, we were doing the Mid Valley Video Festival, and that's where we're going to show a few clips from local filmmakers.
right. I think I
And
think I entered the Mid Valley Film Festival in 2004. I think that was the first. Did you guys
yeah,
have that
I
at the
saw it in
Elsinore?
2004 was when I couldn't get them to play on this DVD player. I had to drag some ancient
Oh,
dinosaur out. We got all the videos, and I just thought it'd be kind of nice just to show a few, what we looked like when we were younger.
oh yeah,
It's like 20 years ago almost.
yeah, 16,
So
2005.
yeah, I think this is from one of the first one or two events that we did down there at. This might have been at Elsinore or at Northern Lights.
Right.
But I think there are some some local filmmakers who actually went on to do some other films. We have Scott Hartman did some film work. So what do you think? Should we get this going?
Roll it.
All right, let's see if we can get this going.
DVD video, very 2005. Magnavox. I think that was the old TV we had. Yeah.
Yeah, I thought I had the remote for it, but
The end of the world!
all right, here we go.
In a world where horses shoot guns and wieners come to life, the Mid-Valley Video Festival is there to help.
I just want to be strong like the other guy.
February 24th, 25th, and 26th at Northern Lights Theater Pub.
Once in a great while, a movie will come along that will forever change your life. Mutant Birds from Outer Space.
This program to give you an emergency broadcast alert. This is not a test. There has been reports of strange flying objects coming from space. Stay inside. Lock your doors and bolt your windows. Do not go outside. I repeat, do not go outside.
We're going to move in to secure the west area. I repeat, the west area. We have 25 mounted posse units ready to deploy. Do you copy? Yeah!
No dial tone. The phone is dead. We're on our own.
Oh no.
Get out there. Who's there? Who's there? Careful. They're right outside this door. They're burning through the door. Get back. Get away from the door.
They have incredible strength. They shoot acid from their mouth. Imagine yourself pitted against this evil force. This film will catapult you into terror. Mutant Ferrets from Outer Space, a movie that will haunt you. Coming to near you.
Please, you're kidding me. Yeah, I'm coming.
Surprise.
Surprise.
Come on, you gotta remember me.
Yeah. Weren't you at the restaurant today?
Now you got it.
You here visiting someone?
No, you.
All right. What do you want?
See, there it is again.
Again? Where?
You're being rude. You're a very rude person.
You came over to my house to tell me that?
Again, you're being rude.
Are you serious? You follow me home, then accuse me of being rude, and you're surprised that I'm terse with you.
Not terse. Rude. You're rude. You're rude at the restaurant. You're being rude now.
If you don't like it, then leave. I didn't invite you here to tell me what a rude person I am. Frankly, I could give a rat's ass what you think.
You know, that's a problem. You don't care. But you will.
All right, big guy. I'll work on it. Bye-bye.
Don't shut the door in my face. That's rude.
You best just back off, all right? Because I'm about ready to wreck you. Understand that?
Rude. You're rude.
No, he is not. You're seriously starting to piss me off, all right? Get the hell out of here. I'm going to... Whoa. Oh. Hey, man.
Going to what? Be rude?
Relax. Let's get out of here, okay? Come on, man. Put the gun down.
No. You're going to listen to what I have to say.
Look, I'm sorry. I was rude to you at the restaurant today. It was a crazy day. A lot of people came in at the same time. It's a little overwhelming.
Why does that matter to me?
Please put the gun down.
No. I want to know. How does your being busy justify lousy service?
Fine. It doesn't, all right? The gun?
I've come to realize that customer service in Southern California is a novelty. It just doesn't happen.
If the service bothers you, you don't have to go back.
That's what I'm talking about. You have this attitude that treating one person crappy, there's another one passing them on the way out. That it's a bullshit. It shouldn't be like that.
Come on, dude. It was just lunch. I'll pay for your meal the next time you come in.
That's not the point. The service should have been good enough that you don't have to pay for my meal. Besides, I sincerely doubt that I'll be ever going back.
What do I gotta do to get you to put the gun down?
Could use one of those.
No problem. There's still a half case in the fridge.
I'm not getting it myself. This whole service thing is beyond you, isn't it? At home, at the restaurant, how about a little hospitality? Now, wait on me. Beer, please.
What? Are you serious? I'm not gonna wait on you in my own...
Glass? There! That's what I'm talking about. You have this attitude that this is beneath you. You don't like serving people? Do something else.
There you go. Is there anything else I can get you?
No, actually.
What? Eric, you were rude, and weren't you?
The place was packed.
How many times have I told you not to be so rude? God, he's such an ass. Incredibly impolite, right? Well, I'm going to leave you two. Trying to get him to serve you the right way? We'll have him do the dishes too. It isn't clean worth a crap either. Susan's picking me up in 20 minutes, so I've got to get ready. I'm sorry, that was rude of me. I'm Katie. What's your name?
David.
Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you.
Do me a favor, will you?
Okay.
Don't forget the dishes.
No problem.
Thanks.
You heard her. Dishes.
Come on, you're not serious. Look, man, you made your point, okay? I get it. I promise to work on being more polite.
It's not about being polite. It's about not being rude.
Same thing.
No, it's not. They're two entirely different things. Being polite connotes an effort, whereas not being rude, it's effortless. It's not doing something.
Are you high?
Rude.
Look, I'm sorry, but if you had to deal with some of the people that come into the restaurant, you'd see how much work it is not to be rude.
In fact, I think some of the people expect it.
I don't expect you to be rude. That's like expecting your girlfriend to cheat on you.
Eric, keep your mouth shut.
Look, David, right? David? Eric.
Hey.
Look, now, I'm not trying to justify being rude to you today, but see it from my side. I run around for minimum wage all day.
You never work longer than 4 hours. What? Am I making it up? I work from 8:30 in the morning till 5, sometimes 6 at night. You roll out of bed by 10 maybe, and are off work by 3:30. Tough job, huh?
I work my butt off there.
Not so hard that you can't be polite.
You need to decide whether you want me to be polite or not rude, okay? Be consistent.
How about both?
What?
How about both? Polite and not rude.
Don't you start in on me.
Well, I have a right to say something. I'm sick and tired of coming home and finding some ticked-off nerd with a gun telling you to be polite.
He's right, actually. Not rude is what I wanted.
The only way you're going to get that is to shoot him. That's what Bill did, right?
Somebody shot you before for being rude?
First off, his name was Cody, and second, the gun went off on accident.
He came into our apartment mad as hell with a gun, and he accidentally shot you.
Yes.
Has this happened to you before?
Yeah, a few times.
Not a few times. 8. 8 times people have come here to shoot you for being an ass.
For being rude, all right? If you're not going to back me up on this, then shut your eye hole. Whoa, what are you doing? Katie, honey, come on.
You don't ever be rude to me, understand?
I know, I'm sorry. Please put the gun down.
Are you ever going to be rude to me again?
Oh, God, no, baby. No, never.
You said that before, and here we are.
You weren't helping me.
So?
Come on, baby. If you would have kept your mouth shut, then... Oh, God. Oh, God. Oh, God. Oh, God.
Wow. Went right out.
Yeah, he's kind of a weenie.
Think he's gonna be okay?
Yeah, he'll be fine. I hope a check is okay. I don't have enough cash.
That's fine.
Well, I appreciate you helping me out like this.
Not a problem. Anytime.
So how'd you not unload the gun?
I didn't. I was hoping.
Okay.
Hoping for what?
Oh, wow. Customer service. I like that one. I've never seen that one before.
Which one was that? The customer service?
Yeah, that one was good. I liked it.
That last one?
Yeah. I've never seen that ever.
All right. So let's go ahead and
I've never seen any of them.
chat about what we just saw. Let's see if I can get my disco ball going again.
Oh, you need your disco ball.
That first one, I think, was David Bacone. I think that was his name. But
Oh, yeah, the dream one. That one was good.
Yeah, that had the cute little animation on it.
Mm-hmm.
I thought that was pretty good for that time of
Yeah, it was kind of
2005.
yeah, it's pretty experimental for the time.
You probably
Animation stuff. It was
spent a
kind of
few
few and
days
far between.
rendering all that back then.
Oh God, yeah. With like a half gigabyte
That's
hard
all I can
drive.
think about it. Yeah, render time. You probably did it on a zip disk or something. I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know either. I've never attempted to do much animation stuff. I think I tried to make a Lego video once. That was a miserable failure. That stuff just takes a lot of patience. I took a 3D animation class at Portland State, and
Did you end up Did you end up getting animation at the end?
Yeah, I mean, I learned how to use Maya. Like, if I were to go back inside of it, I could figure my way back
Maya's
out.
pretty tough.
Yeah, it's pretty complex software. It kind of, it would really like it's really easy to like make it like work really hard on your computer. Like if you go and you render some stuff in there, or if you try to process like reflections, or there's this thing in there called ray tracing. I remember, and when you turn it on, like everything that you designed to look like Chrome becomes Chrome, and you're like, wow, this looks like real life. Like this looks incredible. And then you go render it, and it's like about 73 days. And then you're like, what? And then so I was like, so the stuff I designed, I made like a Formica table, and it was like in the setting of like the Black Lodge, like in Twin Peaks. And like, so the final was a 10-second sequence where the camera goes in to your little scene you built with all your little props. And that was like the final, but my computer crashed when I was trying to render it.
With all those elements coming at you.
I didn't have any time to make, like I never got a chance to present the actual thing. And so I went in there and I just rendered still frames, and I rendered like like I was able to render like 800 of them, and then made it into like a 6-second video. So you kind of see it, and then like I stopped it and reversed it and stopped it and reversed it to make it fill 10 seconds, and then put weird music in it. And I got a B like in that class, and everyone else did a really good job, got an A. But that takes so much patience. I don't have that kind of patience sitting in front of a computer that long, clicking and moving. Like like people get really into that. I'm not.
Totally agree.
I like editing, but it would just take. It makes sense that you need 70 million people in the credits to make Star Wars, and like, and now after you take a class like that, you go walking around, and then you're like, you look at like a house, and then you like think like, oh yeah, I'll start off with a polygon, and I'll stretch out the sides, and maybe extrude this. And you kind of start thinking 3-dimensionally, like in the workspace. It's kind of funny, but it wears off after you take the class, and I don't think like that anymore. But it definitely gave me a lot of respect to people that are really into it. A lot of people from PSU have taken that class, like wound up at Leica Studios up in Hillsboro.
Right. Leica is pretty popular.
One of the guys from 2005 I went to school with, his name's Brandon Maletta, and he's one of the.
Oh yeah.
He's one of the guys. If you look in the credits of Star Wars. Sorry, I accidentally turned the volume off on you. So if you said something, I missed it. But anyway, Brandon Maletta, he's in the credits of Star Wars somewhere in there, on the long columns. He's like, he does like quality checks on some filter or something. It's a very minute process, or like a very small role, but necessary, I guess. But
I remember the first time I kind of ran into animation and what it was all about was back in college, and my roommate was a computer math whatever. Anyway,
right.
He did a fractal. They did a fractal and let it go for like 4 days, cooking and rendering.
Yeah.
Maybe a 5-second video. But it was awesome. This was 1986.
Wow, yeah, the Mandelbrot set. No, that came out
Yeah.
in '75. I put
And you
there's
watch that expand, and it's like, okay, yeah. To visualize that is something else.
yeah,
And
it's
then,
true.
I was kind of talking to the friend probably in the early 2000s and complaining about the same thing you were just talking about, which is like the slow render. And if you get something wrong and you do the render, it's just like, gotta do it again.
Yeah, well, even like
Yeah.
even now, like I mean, if you're running Maya, my God, like it's it's really easy to overclock your computer. Like
Right.
right when it's like, yeah, I'll render this thing for 73 days, your computer just makes this ungodly hum, and I'm like, cancel, cancel, cancel. And it freezes, and I have to restart everything. And so it's still like, I'm like, yeah. But yeah, animation makes you pushes the envelope, makes people push the
I
envelope.
wonder if there would be some cloud computing where you can, kind of crowdsource the rendering of projects, right? Where
daisy chain some computers together and do a little render farm. I'm
yeah,
sure there's a way
just
to do
everybody,
that.
this network is like anybody who wants to render, you just send it this way.
Yeah, that'd be cool.
Peer to peer.
Yeah, peer to peer. My blockchain. I bet you there'd be like a blockchain render farm thing. That would be.
Yeah, we better not talk about blockchain. You get me worked up. So.
Gotcha. Well, no. So when you talk about the fractals, I rendered some fractal videos for Cricketopia because they play kind of an important role in some of the sci-fi that's in the story, and so. Yeah, I rendered one out. The whole introduction is a bunch of Mandelbrot sets coming and going and being crazy. Like in that trailer, I think there's a little bit of a fractal thing going on. But yeah, I rendered one. The longest one took 3.5 days, and it was like 70. It was like 80 something hours. I had my computer going, and it was 15 seconds long. So that's now compared to 1986, which was the year before I was born. So yeah,
right. I was complaining to him about it. It's actually when we had iPhones, even so it had to be 2008.
Oh, okay.
And I said, I just got another computer, but it's just as slow as the ones back in the 80s. And he's going, man, that iPhone has more computing power than anything we had back in the palm of your hand.
Right.
It's really weird. You could send a man to the moon with your iPhone. But anyway.
Right.
The first animations I did were in a Macromedia Director. Because I couldn't figure out how to do anything else. So I was doing
Macromedia.
CDs with vector and little videos on them, and that anyway. But the first time I had fun doing animation was with After Effects. I really love After Effects.
Go in the room.
But first 3D was Electric Animation Image Studio. Have you ever heard of that one? That was 94, 95.
I don't think I've heard of that one.
It was a bulging Campbell's Soup Mad Cow.
So, a bulging Campbell's Soup Mad Cow?
A Mad Cow Campbell's Soup. I thought that was fascinating because I could wrap the graphic around the bulging 3D thing, and it's like, all right. But you lose a lot of time, first of all, figuring it out, and then making something decent.
Yeah, making something decent is hard to do. That's all the hard work.
Hey, software, right?
Come back.
We got to keep training ourselves on a lot of new software.
My light went down. Hold on a second. What was that? Why'd you let Lulu out in the back? She's a front yard kitty.
All right, should we
Okay.
cue up your what you were doing in 2005? You want to cue up?
Oh, yeah. The ass. Yes. That.
So let's give us a little pre-roll on that one.
Well, so I made that one just off the cuff. We grabbed a camera. We had video productions, fifth period, right before lunch. And so I used to do the news. I did like 200 episodes of the news for the school for the course of like 3 years.
Serious? Wow.
Yeah. And so I was a pretty popular kid because, everyone knew that I did the news. And I used to do like weekly announcements and stuff. And I'd go into Ed John's office over there and then I would film him like give an announcement once a week. It was just like Obama's weekly address, I remember. So I was the camera guy and I used to hang out in the teacher's lounge and drink weird 16-ounce Cokes that they had in plastic bottles. I never knew where the hell they got those. Some sort of teacher's lounge store or something. But yeah, I knew I had people in all these different circles, from punks to skater kids, goths, jocks, like the chatty Cathys, whatever, the Heathers, whatever, all the circles. I was friends with everybody, or at least friends with a lot of people. They made a petition to get me off of the air, and they only had 200 people sign it. And so Ed John was like, well, there's 1,500 kids in the school, so you're good. I'm like, all right. But so at least 200
the
people.
Administration stuck up for you, and you got to keep your job, or what?
I got to keep my job, and he asked me what I thought of it, and I was like, well, there's only 200 signatures, and I think there's 1,500 kids, so
When 1900, how many kids are?
At the time, I think it was pretty low. I think it was like 1,500 kids.
Yeah, I
back
think
in
it's like
2005.
now.
Yeah, I've seen that they've expanded the grounds and stuff up there on the hill. I used to live across the street from there. My grandma lived right across the street, so I lived in that video lab. I'd stay there until 7, 8 o'clock at night, sometimes every day after school, and I would make the news, and I would make my own stuff, and I would just went nuts. I could have graduated early when I was a senior. I didn't have to go my senior year. I had 4 early releases, and I had an independent study broadcast journalism class I hooked up with Mr. Hune. And then I had video productions too, again. And then I had senior expository English, which was supposed to count for Chemeketa credit, but then they canceled that. So I took an English class for fun when I was a senior. I don't know why. But anyway, so I just spent all this time. It was my video lab, and I didn't have to pay any money for it, and I was good at it, and everyone knew me for it. And so the last thing I did was what you're about to watch, which was pretty controversial at the time, but it sure did light up my video productions class and my newspaper class, because they would take place not at the same time, but in the same lab where they had the IMAX. Well, it wasn't IMAX. It was the G4 Max. They had these cool looking towers, the clear plastic. They were,
Yeah, I had a G4.
Yeah, and I think they had a gig of RAM, not even a gig of RAM. And they were running Final Cut Pro on 30 different computers, and there was 2 computers that they had that had a gig of RAM, and one of them was named Kubrick, and the other one was named Fellini, and mine was Fellini. So I watched Satyricon when I was a senior in high school, and I was like, "What the F is this?" Satyricon puts David Lynch to shame, to say the least. Federico Fellini is crazy. But anyways, the ass. You should roll that, and it's dated I don't necessarily call myself the thirsty retard anymore, but that's my character in the film. And so,
Yeah, well, looking back at art, it's always, have to go with the times, I guess. So
that I think this is definitely very 2005 to me. Yeah, but yeah, see what you think.
all right, we'll roll it here.
Okay. Oh, that's part 2.
Yeah, we'll get her there. Yeah, just a second.
Glasses are pretty shiny. So what of it? You're just saying they're shiny. Why are you wearing them anyway? What's your business? I suppose it's not. Well, it's not. Your business. Well, I'm leaving. Ass.
Oh no.
Who are you? Jim Trotsky. I thought you were something new. Okay. What is that? Tequila? Well, it's just green tea. Why? You want some? Hell no. Smart powder? No. Allergies. feel, I know. The elders made me do it. Yeah, okay. Jesus says to forgive, I'll forgive. Gotta go. See you later. Daddy!
My nipples protected. This is a damn awkward situation.
What are you doing? Gonna get sunburned.
You mean all these months you've had feelings for the ass and you never told me?
Sorry, I just couldn't resist. I just had to indulge.
You interrupted my alone time. In the sun.
Tell me the whole truth, damn it. Now.
You got a problem with something?
You just don't do it.
Sorry.
It was a sunny spring afternoon and I couldn't resist. He was grabbing the nipple boy's nipples and I just had to indulge.
Slanderous! What is this foul language in my ears? I can't believe it.
You know, Jim Crosby? So you want a drink? Okay. Well, you know, lay on the sun.
He was wearing a sexy leather. Not even you can resist a sexy leather.
I can resist any leather.
Because, you're gonna get sunburned. You're gonna get sunburned.
Still my man a mystery.
Get off me! We're through, damn it, through! There's your ass in shining armor.
You got grassy mouth.
I'm not gonna party anymore.
That hurts.
Yeah.
Who the hell are you?
Nipple boy.
Oh,
You gonna fight that ass?
yeah, so what of it?
Need any nipple armor? Well, do ya?
I need no such thing. Thank you very much.
I'm lactating. My nipples are needed elsewhere.
What the hell was that all about? Acid? What was that for? I think you know what I'm talking about.
Know what you're talking about?
I think you do.
Nope, no.
A certain piece of gum.
Nope.
Stuck to my shoe.
No, it's not.
It's still there.
No, it's not.
I can't get it off.
You don't know what you're talking about.
I'm upset. Stop saying that.
Nope.
Ass! Son of a bitch punk! Feel lucky? Do ya? Ass! Stupid. That's with me, man. All right, there, my friends. Okay? Ow. Ass.
No. Why you waiting on the well? If you went down in here, just gonna do it right though. The clouds coming in through rain. You want something to drink? I'm gonna drink here for you. Drinking. Hell no.
Need any nipple armor?
She doesn't need it nipple armor.
Another damn awkward situation.
Precisely. You earn your golden aviators.
Thanks.
Anytime, you cheeks.
Oh, yeah.
Hey, that was a good show.
Yeah, that was it. That was the one. The pinnacle of 2005 for me. Mm-hmm.
Boy, you guys look like you were having a lot of fun there as a senior in high school.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Yep. A lot of fun. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, you sure like the title generator.
Oh, yeah, of course. I was all about title generator and cube spins. I would maximize cube spins. And then, what else? I really enjoyed doing the well, like the fact that it's like all in black and white, but that the titles are all these like fruity colors. I think I got that kind of idea from MK12 Studios. They had this ridiculous short film that was like was called Captain Steve Elvis America, and it was made by this studio called MK12 Studios, and they did a lot of the titles, and they did some of the graphics stuff for like MTV and like E and all these other kind of random TV channels. But yeah, but I like that black and white, but with the splashes of color.
Yeah, I was gonna ask about the artistic choices of using black and white in
It was
2005.
It looked crisper. The contrast was fun to play with, and like having the words have all the color, I thought was just I thought it would make people kind of focus on or add another dimension to it that made it more wholesome as just a weird little story. Plus, I mean, like, when you see that weird ass sweater that the Nipple Boy is wearing, and then it just says Nipple Boy, like I just, for some reason,
the Nipple Boy.
Just would laugh out loud.
I'm not quite sure why, but
he plays bass around town, or did before COVID. He would play a lot at the Victory Club with them. That he was part of the house band that would play there.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Actually, a lot of like my buddy Nat Cohn. He was that random spectator guy during the fight, where it's just like, huh, like the guy like when the ass and the man of mystery are duking it out, and then man of mystery gets kicked in the balls. Then my buddy Nat
kicked in the balls, definitely.
And then Nat in the background, just like, huh, just like some guy on the side, just laughing at the fight. He's actually the drummer. Him and the guy who played Nipple Boy are both in that Victory Club house band that does like the accompaniment. Whoever comes up on stage, they'll like play their song with them or jam with them or whatever. So, yeah, there's still a lot of them are still around.
Have you heard if they're going to be opening up again, Victory Club? I always go by there and I get kind of.
I haven't seen anybody like that. Yeah, I could ask Liam. Liam would probably know. He's pretty close with those guys. Liam would have the answer. He's the guy who's
Liam. Having a beer with Liam.
Oh yeah, he's always had a lot of social capital in this town.
So yeah, I have my Ale Society of Salem class I'm drinking at. They call it.
Oh yeah, that's good. Yeah, that's perfect. I
got
wanted.
this from Liam. Liam gave me this.
Oh, nice. Well, there you go. Well, there you go, Liam. You get name dropped.
Yeah, everybody wants to have a beer with Liam.
Oh, hell yeah. Mm-hmm. Definitely. I'll go to Craftworks just to see the guy. I go hang out in that window, order a Fort George.
Yeah. My biggest problem is he got my wife hooked on that Great Notion stuff. So now.
Oh, yeah.
Foo-foo beer out of Portland.
Well, you got to have some foo-foo beer every once in a while.
It tastes pretty good. I don't know what they do. It's got to put a lot of sugar in it, I guess. But
yeah, that's the only thing about foo-foo beer. Now, my favorite foo-foo beer is probably Ruby. the ruby ale that they make at McMinimans. I love that stuff.
Yeah, that's that's not too bad for
for a fufu.
Yeah, I was gonna say that's pretty tame actually.
But I mean, in all honesty, I think anymore, I think I'm mostly an amber guy. Amber.
What?
Amber and red are probably my favorite. Like Caldera and Bunt. Chuck McGee would agree with that.
Good.
It's either that.
Yet they're still independent, I think.
Caldera, I think so. Yeah, I remember being in Bend when we were shooting Purgatopia. We had like a 3-day party in Bend between all the people who were Martians that we filmed on this. There's this little cinder cone volcano outside of Bend. It's like 500 feet tall, not even, and it's just like a little cinder cone that blew itself up. It's totally made.
Yeah, Bend is actually, I really love the whole beer culture over there. You know, we go all the time. Just finding out, we were just there about last month, and I think you froze up there. You froze on me, Tom. Maybe we can go back on. But yeah, over in Bend, it's some nice beer. I like the beer in Salem. If we can get more of it, it'd be great. I'm gonna go ahead and tell Tom he's froze. So I think we should probably call this an evening, and we'll go ahead and get Tom back here again for some great films. He's got some new stuff. It's always great looking at the old stuff, and we'll see you later.